Hello, everyone. What a week. Am I right? I don't know about you, but I've had an insane week. I hope you're all doing much better. I've never done anything like this before. But yeah, I'm just here to answer questions and hang out, and that's about it. If you didn't see my video, I posted a video about potential changes to the channel that's currently being voted on by all of you, hopefully. There's a community post where you can vote. But I guess I'll run over the gist of it. The gist of it is I'm proposing that I go back to making video walkthroughs. They would not be 100%. They would be focused on platinums instead, which makes them more focused and makes the YouTube algorithm happy. And what else? I'd cut the majority of the reading. Anytime there's grind trophies or New Game Plus sort of trophies, anything that takes a significant amount of time, I'd actually stream those and make that part of the walkthrough. And then the part that probably a lot of people won't like is that I would cancel all of the current series and focus on one game at a time. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Oh, and I would also cancel Sanity Sap, which is the secondary channel I've made to try to make something that is happier for YouTube, basically. So let me see what you guys are saying. Hopefully the algorithm's wrath can be calmed, and at the very least running the channel will become a lot less stressful. Trying to avert an ongoing downward spiral must be very draining. I mean, it hasn't been a secret. I've made videos about it. The channel's been declining for years now, but slowly, and it's been pretty steady. So that wasn't really stressful. That was kind of expected. But for those of you that may not be caught up on the current situation, this week I deleted just a few videos from a series I was not going to complete, which was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It, like, in total is 4 videos. It was probably like 6,000 views or so, which is not a lot for my channel. And since I deleted those videos, the algorithm hates me and just destroyed my views. So I've been streaming like all week trying to fight back against it, and to some success, because my views had dropped like literally 50% or more, and now it's like 25% down, which is still a big deal, but not like catastrophically bad like it was. So hopefully that'll switch. But just to give a comparison, even after everything I've done and the videos I posted today, I'm still down, I think it was 33% from last Sunday. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Just trying to catch up on whatever you guys are writing. I was under the understanding that you do the walkthroughs from Sanity Sap while continuing the regular streams. No. This was, just to clarify, I would end Sanity Sap, and I would not be streaming anymore here. All of the Let's Play streams would be canceled, and I would start a walkthrough series with Monster Hunter Wilds, and that would be the only thing I'm working on. I'd finish that, and then the next walkthrough would be Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the only time I would ever stream, except for, you know, maybe rare occurrences for something fun or cool, would be when I'm doing like grind trophies or New Game Pluses or that sort of thing. Additional playthroughs needed for trophies. I am a fan of yours. I'm watching your Shadow of War. I just watched Shadow of Mordor. Have you ever decided to play that game? It's the first one before Shadow of War. I would not, especially given my current situation. Not that I wouldn't want to, but it's in my best interest to only play new releases. It's just business, my man. Thanks for thinking of us. Yeah, I try to just kind of do my thing and not get into the weeds of things, into like the businessy side of things, but lately I've had no choice. Yeah, that sounds great to me. I'd like more games get played and finished. Yeah, that's the major difference. There's kind of two ways that 100% hurt the channel. One, they go on really long, which means I play less games. And two, they go on really long, which then means that the further you get into the series, the less views that gets, and then YouTube hates that. So they're bad in two ways. So doing 100%, and that's a fairly recent thing. Like before times, early in my channel, for the first like 5 or 6 years, YouTube did not care about that. I had lots of videos that got very little views, and I had lots of videos that got a lot of views, and they were cool with that. But now they seem to judge your channel as like a entire structure whenever they decide how to promote you. Like this week is a perfect example. It's not like I dropped 33% because those videos changed in any ways. They're the same videos. They just decided not to promote me anymore because I triggered something in their algorithm that made them angry, and then they decided to recommend all of my videos less. So that's where the majority of my views come from anyways. All the videos I made in the past, and they steadily make about the same amount of views every week, and this week that all came crashing down because of something silly. Would you scrap Sanity Sack completely or just stop posting there? I've just stopped posting there. I'd leave the videos up for whoever wants to see them. I actually, if you aren't aware, I had another channel called Golden Path Gaming where I was trying something similar to make the YouTube algorithm happy, and that ultimately didn't work out, so I just kind of abandoned that channel, but all the videos are still there. Does this mean goodbye to GTA Online? Yes, it means goodbye to everything. To make it clear. Like every single thing I'm doing would be done. Either because it's already finished or because I would stop doing it. Yes, somebody asking about Sanity Sap being left up. Well, not somebody. Manny yesterday asking. Sorry, my freaking thing keeps scrolling down. And I gotta get off of Top Chat. Get out of here, Top Chat. Sorry if I missed anyone's message. Feel free to repost it if you need to. Am I excited for GTA 6? I am excited. I haven't played Sanity Sap. That's my second channel. It's not a game. Is there a poll to vote for what you should do, or just post thoughts in chat? So there's a poll. I can link it. There's a poll right now where people are deciding. It's a community poll. So there's the link to that. Where will you be streaming or when? I would be streaming here, and specifically when I'm doing grind trophies or extra playthroughs of a game. So Patreons won't vote for anything. It'll just be to support you financially. No, they'll still vote. In fact, I am playing the game that the patrons voted on as my next game after Monster Hunter Wilds. So I will be playing, if we go forward with this plan, I would be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. No more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. No, that is gone. And potentially everything else as well. Cyber Queen also asking about the game votes. That's still a thing, so no issue there. Someone say grindy trophies. Ooh, oh, Steven's excited. He likes grinds. Would you restart Monster Hunter Wild or just transfer the videos from Sanity Sap to here? I would restart it. One, to put it on my All the Shinies profile, and two, there's probably some trophies that I didn't do because I wasn't trying to get trophies there. So I would be restarting it. I like the streams, but walkthroughs would be easier for me to watch for me in between work, especially in my time zone. I'm dumb. Where's the community tab? I sent you a link. God, why does it keep scrolling down? Are you going to let non-patrons choose your games or only patrons? Only patrons. Hey, Shinies, I've been watching you since PS4 God of War walkthrough. Thank you for the many years of entertainment. We'll support whatever decision you make for the channel. Well, I'm not making the decision, so that decision is up to you guys. I just put it forward to my patrons this morning. They overwhelmingly liked it, which was a little shocking to me. And then so far, the poll is pretty heavily skewed towards me doing this on the community tab as well. But it's still early, so who knows? If it wasn't for this channel, I wouldn't have the amount of platinums I have right now. Awesome. How many you got? But new things will probably come faster than in the past. Yes, I would be definitely covering games much faster than in the past. Don't get rid of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm currently watching it. All right, so just to be clear, none of them will go away that are completed. What I do with the in-progress ones, I don't know. I might mark them as incomplete, or I might just make them like a member feature. Because I don't want people to jump onto a series that I'm not going to finish. I'm definitely not going to delete them because I deleted something insignificant this week and that caused a disaster. So they're definitely not getting deleted, but they might be privated if they're not done or something like that. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is done. Nothing that's done is going to have anything happen to them at all. It's No More Forbidden West. That must kill your soul. I am so happy about No More Forbidden West. That is the best part about all of this. What about doing Path to Platinum? What steps are condensed to get a Platinum trophy? Just a thought. I don't think that applies to me. I think this is like the 4th time you've done this. I think it sucks that YouTube is being so uncooperative. It's like they want YouTube to become TikTok. I mean, I've never done anything like this, no. If you mean going back to videos, yeah, I've swapped between streams and videos before. The first time I went to stream because I was just burnt out. And then I went back to videos. I can't remember. But I've never done this. I've always been 100% channel. This is new that I would not be doing 100% and just platinums. Can't wait to see Assassin's Creed. Are you going to only do patron choice games? Still only patron choice. That's one of the main things of being a patron for my channel is you get to choose the games. So that's going to stay that way. Am I going to delete the games? I am never deleting anything again. I think I went over that. But I might private some incomplete series for members if I was to do anything. Either way, nothing's getting deleted. Ever, 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 ever again. Would you do speedruns in shorter games? No, I'm not a speedrunner. Hold on, sorry. It keeps scrolling me down. If I miss your question, feel free to ask again. No, I'm asking about the money we spent on games you're canceling. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. I had every intention to finish those games with the exception of Kingdom Come 2, which I posted about on the Patreon channel. But all the other ones, every game I ever started, I had every intention to finish. But the realities of the situation is I just can't. I mean, unless you want me to literally kill the channel, which I don't think anybody wants if you're here. Which is why all of those series are getting canceled. It's not like I don't want to finish them. It's that if I try to finish them, they will get significantly less views and cause issues. So the whole idea behind this whole strategy would be to make videos that can consistently get more views and make the algorithm happy, and then we never have to have conversations like this again, potentially. That would be the hope. Why did you choose Monster Hunter as the first game to restart your walkthrough? It seems pretty long and grindy to finish in 2 weeks. It's because I'm playing it, and I've already got a walkthrough on that second channel, halfway done. It's not that long. It's like, I don't know, I would say like, well, I haven't done the whole thing yet, but I'm like 12 hours in, and I'm at over halfway. So it's probably like 25 to 30 hours. Now, to get the platinum is going to be a huge grind, and I actually chose it because of that in a way. Because then I'll be streaming. And I've been streaming, so I didn't want to go like complete cold turkey. So that felt like a good game to keep streaming and kind of transition, if you will. So you'd leave all complete playlists up and scrap everything that is currently going on, if I understand correctly, or would you also yeet old incomplete stuff? I'm not deleting anything. And anything that's incomplete will at least be in its current state for a while, and whether I just label that as incomplete, or if I just make them like member-only videos, I don't know yet. But regardless, they will be accessible forever in one way or another. Just a thought from somebody that doesn't thought much. You don't thought much, Adam? What if you were to do challenge series, give yourself a certain amount of time to platinum games, combine a time challenge with getting platinum? I mean, there's so many things I could do. And I've tried some of them since Troubles began, and they obviously didn't work. Maybe there's a silver bullet that I don't know about, but this is the one that makes the most sense to me right now. Can you put the poll in chat? I did above, if you scroll up. Is your Dynasty Warriors Origins playthrough done with 4 videos? All of my ongoing series would be done. Yes, all of them. What did you consent to? Oh my god, why does it keep scrolling me down? Sorry, I'm like way behind with what you guys are typing too. I realize that. I will catch up eventually. Oh wait, maybe I'm not as far behind as I thought. It's scrolling me all over the place. When will you start Monster Hunter Wilds? By the way, I'm loving your streams. Thanks to you, I'm a shiny hunter too. If the poll comes out as you all want me to go back to video walkthrough, well, not all, but if the majority want me to go back to video walkthroughs, then I would be starting probably tomorrow night, because I got to get rolling, and I would have to make like probably 5 or 6 videos a day, which is not ideal. I don't typically want to be making that many videos, but that's what I'd have to do to get it done before Assassin's Creed. I mean, Cyber, I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry. You can be mad at me, but the alternative is my channel dies, so that seems like a worse thing to happen. Let's see. Chinese question. Will you cover DLCs too or main game? Yeah, DLCs, all trophies. I guess I should have been more clear on that. Yeah, it'd be the platinum and all of the trophies that come from DLCs. I'd vote for marking old playlists as incomplete or anything if that's an option instead of just setting them private or whatever. Well, not private. I might make it for members only, but I don't know. I'm not so worried about whatever happens to them. The only thing I care about is that strangers don't start those playlists and think they're complete, and they're not, and they never will be. Hey, Higgy, just wanted to pop in and say that while I usually just lurk while you're streaming, I enjoy your stuff and hope that you weather the storm that's facing you. Thank you, Higgy. I appreciate that. So if there's a grand finale DLC for GTA Online and this route for the channel is conformed, we wouldn't get you to see you play it. Correct. Sorry, just scroll down again. I mean, Cyber, I don't want to like belabor the point. All I can really do is apologize, but if you look at the history of my channel, I have completed the vast majority of the games that the patrons have picked. So once again, I can only apologize that the ones that you want me to finish can't be finished, but it's outside of my control. I will literally kill the channel if I do it. Like literally, I'm not being I'm not being what's the word I'm looking for? Hyperbolic. Like it will literally kill the channel. I will repeat my question. Sorry if I missed it, nerd. Will walkthroughs cover on? Oh, I think I just hadn't scrolled down enough. Yes, I will cover the DLCs. So no streams behind besides grindy stuff. That sucks. Well, there'll be new game pluses and extra playthroughs. But yeah, this is very much a decision to focus on videos over walkthrough. Or sorry, to focus on videos over streams. So that's in essence what people are deciding. I'm worried about your health though, Shiny, so you can sure you can do this safely. I'm not working. I have all the time in the world. I mean, if you want to be concerned for my health this week, that's fair. I should not have streamed as much as I did this week. Oh, and I totally... White Wolf, I'm sorry. I totally was focused on messages and missed the donation. I appreciate it, man. Sorry, it's scrolling down again. So it won't be a game a month anymore, essentially. It'll probably be more. In fact, I mean, it depends on the game. But it'll probably be more. It'll probably be closer to like a game and a half a month if I had to guess. It really depends also on how long I stay unemployed, because I got so much more time right now that I can really crank. But once I get a job again, it's obviously going to slow down. I don't know what the pace would be, but I would think it'd be at least a game a month. Have you ever thought of doing shorter retro games in between your bigger games? Like one day is retro, then a couple of the main game and so on. It might help with the algorithm. That would likely do the exact opposite. Because I'm not I'm not a channel that does retro games. So therefore, people who are looking for retro games would potentially not find me. And not only that, but just newer releases are generally better for views. So that's why I always do newer releases. My first encounter with you was Ocean Horn, but way after you posted it. Ocean Horn's an old one. Oh my god. I need to catch up with chat so then I can not have this scrolling nonsense all the time. What's going on? I made a video. If people are coming in late, I made a video explaining a choice that I've given to all of you that you can vote on as to the direction of the channel. Basically, whether you want me to go back to video walkthroughs and not do 100% anymore, but do focus on platinums instead. I gotta say, I think you struck gold with your walkthrough format. It's very enjoyable to watch. It's what got a lot of us into watching the channel. I like how Sanity Sap just summarizes the lore, etc. I probably won't even do the summary. Actually, I pretty much guarantee you I won't do the summary on the lore thing, sup. It depends. But I just have to be so focused on like percentage of watch time and things like that. I haven't watched your Wilds walkthrough. I hope you don't mind. I've been trying to avoid spoilers. I don't mind if you guys don't watch anything. I mean, I appreciate your support, especially in this tough period, this week. I'm very, very grateful of everybody helping out this week. But in general, I mean, watch what you want to watch. I'm not gonna fault you for liking or not liking something. I don't think you owe me anything. Rachel, thank you. Welcome to the Shiny Club. 5 to 6 videos a day might be a bit too much for maximum engagement, so Monster Hunter Wilds might not get the best numbers possible, especially since YouTube seems to prefer the first like 24 to 48 hours. That's actually never been true for my channel. My channel, the views come way, way later, which is why this week was so devastating to me, because they're attacking my backlog, basically. And that's where all my views are. So if you attack my backlog, you destroy me, which is what was happening. Such a momentous decision for the channel's future. I hope that is extremely successful. I hope so too, James. And you all get to pick for me. I'm sorry I missed. Is this a question of no more streaming and just videos? Not exactly, but largely, yes. There would still be some streaming depending on the game and what's needed, but this is largely a decision of videos versus streaming. You know, Shinies, no matter what you do is worth taking time for yourself. As humans, we all need support. Hope your mental health is solid. I'm cool, man. I mean, I'm a little... I'm a little crazy after this week, for sure. But in terms of, like, working, I don't need a break. White Wolf! Thank you for the memberships. For the gifted memberships. There's a slow mode or something you can activate if chat gets too crazy. I'm actually finally catching up. You inspired me to become a trophy hunter. I started watching you since Mirror's Edge walkthrough. Thank you so much. You're welcome, simply. Gasp, no lore, sad. I'll still show it if you want to read it yourself. But yeah, it just... It's a bummer, man. I specifically did these things to be unique and to, I mean, basically to be unique and to give people something they couldn't find on other channels. And it was fine for years. It was no problem. Like I said, YouTube didn't care. Like, oh, this video is not popular. It's not going to affect your other ones. But that's just not the YouTube we live in anymore. And all those, like, dud videos, if you will, just destroy me. So for your new walkthrough style, you wouldn't find collectibles such as data points for Horizon or codex entries for internal strands. It depends on the game and the situation and the trophies. It's going to be whatever I think makes sense for that game and what I have to do for trophies. Specifically for Eternal Strands, I'd probably still get all those codex entries because it wasn't like a large deviation. But for something like Horizon, I don't remember a trophy for data points. That one seems like almost certainly not. Like that would probably not happen for Horizon. Will you briefly show the text in case I want to read it? I will certainly do that. I will go watch that video now. Thanks for the memories, friend. You helped me through so many games. Darksiders 3, Death Stranding, Callisto. Well, I didn't do Death Stranding. That was my wife. Callisto, Spider-Man, Hogwarts, and many more. Glad to help, Jake. I've enjoyed your 100% walkthroughs. That format has been my favorite. Will you finish Monster Hunter on Sanity Sap? No, if you guys decide to have me go back to video walkthroughs, then no, I'm just going to stop that channel immediately. I've always really enjoyed the lore reading. Sad to see it go, but better than the channel dying. Yeah, I mean, in general, I liked it. I didn't necessarily like it in some games where it turned into like a 2-hour session of like reading with Lasser. But in general, yeah, I will be bummed. Maybe stream the first video in a series, then you can ask chat if the rest of the videos will be 100% walkthrough or platinum. That would definitely not be the approach that I would take. Yeah, it sucks it changed. Niche thing should at least be given a fair shot. I mean, I think niche works as long as it's not... Niche works as long as that's your entire audience. But my entire audience does not like the reading. So when like the reading comes up, they drop out or skip those parts or whatever, and then that affects my analytics, and that's what hurts me. But if like I was like a reading channel, for example, that'd be fine. It'd still be platinum, yes. Platinum and all the trophies. Game walkthrough after part 5 generally will drop viewer drastically, or even before that. YouTube algorithm weird these days. I mean, that's normal. It's pretty normal in my channel's history that part 2 would have half of the views of part 1 or worse. That's really normal. I have a question. Instead of Monster Hunter Wilds, which people didn't vote for, if you make walkthroughs finishing current games, will it still be bad for the channel? Solves the issues within this community. I'm confused. Oh, you mean like restart them? That would be bad because they're not new releases. And people are still getting what they voted for on the Patreon. Do I have a Patreon? I do have a Patreon. That's where all the games on this channel are voted on. Right, fair. Okay, be a reading channel. You can start your Reading Rainbow channel, Shane. Just do it and then cut the reading and post a video with all the lore here and there. Oh, no. Yeah, the games are still being voted on by the patrons. In fact, I'm still doing the game that the patrons voted on in terms of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Which is why I have to, if we do this, I gotta post so many Monster Hunter Wilds videos quickly to catch up before before Assassin's Creed releases. Hey, what's up, Setsuna? Boo, this was clearly a great idea. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I do not want to play this game. I do not want to play this song and dance with YouTube. I really don't. Like I clearly have a lot of supporters for the way I did things, but the way I do things just doesn't work anymore. And hasn't for years. And the only thing that's kept this channel afloat is all of the old content that I made still being promoted, because nothing I made over like the last 2 or 3 years gets promoted even a fraction of that. Do what I do with games, get lore all the way. At the very end, spend a solid couple hours just reading. Do you really do that? That sounds horrible. Why, like, you go through the game not knowing what's going on, and then at the end you're like, I guess I'll figure it out now. Would you still like cutscenes be played? Oh, of course. I mean, my walkthroughs will be exactly the same, minus the... How can I best describe this? I mean, if you watch Sanity Sap, it'll be very much like that. And then add in anything else that's needed to get the platinum. So you will quit the... So will you quit the deleting old videos? Yes. I will never delete an old video again. I might private undo or undone series. We'll see. You're getting old, Setsuna? You bought a water pick and a new electric toothbrush? What's wrong with that? Everyone needs a water pick and electric... Well, not everyone needs that, but I need it because my teeth suck. White Wolf, thank you again! No matter what you choose and how you move forward, I'll still be watching, just FYI, unless you decide to just sit there staring into the camera, stare into your soul. I actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I made the video I posted earlier about this whole vote, and I was staring directly into the camera on the phone when I did it. And I had to re-record it because I'm like, this just feels creepy. It feels like I'm staring into everybody's soul. I'm really bad on camera. I never got good on it, I don't think. Haha, I mean like extra lore basically. You didn't play Arkham, but I read all the city lore at the very end. Oh, okay. You set the water pick to max power? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that, Setsuna. I think they can like literally damage your gums at max power. Reading all the Lorthian, skip dialogue, etc. too, and you give blind walkthrough a whole new meaning. There still be streams. Especially for Monster Hunter. Oh my god, there will be so many streams for Monster Hunter. You deserve more than what YouTube is giving you. I gladly sub to your Patreon. Thank you, Fraggle. Much appreciated, my friend. I like the soul stare. Don't worry, you're very camera worthy. I've got a face for radio and a voice for silent film. I feel the same way. People tell me otherwise, but I don't believe them in my own head. I feel like people are overlooking the New Game Plus part of the streams. So many games require multiple playthroughs. So if you don't like grind stuff, that's fine. Come to the New Game Plus. Unless you don't like that too, then I guess you're kind of out of luck, but... So what makes the YouTube algorithm on our favorite like button, watch the entire stream in a video, or is there some loophole? I'd be lying if I told you I knew exactly what. I know what it doesn't like, but I don't know what it likes. I have best guesses as to what it likes, because what it likes makes no sense anymore. It makes none. What it doesn't like makes some sense. But what it does like, none. Absolutely no sense. If what it likes made sense, then Sanity Sap would be killing it right now, because all of the metrics are good. Every single one. Did FF16 require a second playthrough for Plat? I can't remember. But even I did the second playthrough for some reason. I don't think it did. I have a suggestion. I see fun stream moments that streamers turn into YouTube shorts, which are then copied by other channels as YouTube shorts, and your original channel gets more visibility. Visibility is not my issue. If YouTube just told my subscribers about my videos, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Visibility is not my problem. FF16? Oh, FF16. Sorry, I read it, and in my head, it was FF15 for some reason. But yeah. Yeah. So, like, FF16 is a good example. That would be something I would stream. Hit like skins. Bring the hot tub and watch the channel roar. If only. If only. Let me check in on the poll. So, right now we're 79% yes, 21% no. There's only 249 votes out there. I don't know how many votes this is gonna get, but it's looking pretty likely that this is what's gonna happen. Oh, hold on. I have the same live stream open twice. Why did I do that? There we go. Oh, also, let me check something else. Anyways, I will tap out, guys. I'm concentrating on other things. Take care, you all, and sending good luck to you, Shinies. May your channel live forever. Thank you, M3. Have a good one, man. Glad you could stop by. Just a random question. What are your thoughts on Wilds compared to previous? It's interesting, for sure. It's way more story focused. And it's also easier, but then at about the 40% of the way through the game, it ramps up difficulty significantly. Overwhelming majority. Give me my platinum parts. I get a lot of notifications about your videos. I wonder why other people don't. It seems random. I've definitely had people tell me they get all the notifications, and other people that watch me regularly will tell me, like, yeah, I'd never get anything from you. Does the bet still stand? Of course it stands. Why does Victoria doesn't believe me? I have to like reassure her every day. We have this bet going on with Monster Hunter World where if she does a challenge, she'll get some stuff from me and Setsuna. And it's like every day she has to reconfirm. I'm being dramatic, but multiple times she has like tried to reconfirm that it's real. You are nowhere close. You are closer. That is true. And you have made more progress than I would have thought you would have at this point, but you are not even remotely close to doing that. Oh, some people definitely don't turn on notifications. It's not just notifications though. It's also suggested videos and stuff like that. No, like I've always historically not had a lot of people turn on notifications, and according to YouTube's little analytic thing, that's like I'm in the normal range, and it's only like 10%. So like only like 10% of my subscribers turn on all of the stuff. So that has not changed. It's no different than it's ever been. Maybe collaboration or playing together with other content creators. Once again, there's like so many things I could try. I tried some and they didn't really work. So, I mean, I could keep trying things that I don't think will work, or I could try the thing that I think has the best success chance, which is this. I saw someone complaining about the story. He was saying every cutscene he was just really eager to get back to fighting a monster. I mean, you can skip them, can't you? I never tried, but I imagine they let you skip the Monster Hunter cutscenes. You're on my recommended again today. Yay. I've heard that this week was good for recommendations on a lot of people's streams. Maybe you need to get up and shake your booty in front of the camera. That'll bring in some more people. I don't think Blue would approve of that. My wife would not be too thrilled. And I don't think YouTube would approve of that. They'll only approve of that if I say it's yoga and I wear skin tight spandex. Then it's okay. Alright, I'll be dropping off. Migraine is getting worse. I can't tough it out, it seems. Have a nice time, y'all. Alright, Hans. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you feel better. No more Elden Ring. No more anything that's in progress. You can skip the cutscenes. Don't ask me how I know. Did you really skip the cutscenes, Setsuna? Have you had any luck with finding a job? I'm using the fact that I lost mine to catch up stuff I was behind on, including your GTA streams. I've not. I've been unemployed for, I think today might actually be the 6-month mark. How many in-progress games are there? Quite a few. Depends on what you mean by in progress, though, because some of them have like the part that people care about in terms of like the first playthrough. But there's a decent amount. They've been piling up ever since my issues began, because I've had to be very strategic in what I play to try to not crater the channel, because as you saw this week, that's easy to do. Something very insignificant can just destroy. It's yoga time? I don't know about that. Skipping cutscenes is unthinkable. Why would you, like... Oh my god, you killed me, Setsuna. I know you're not alone, too. You're one of those heathens. What have you liked about Wilds Overworld? So just to clarify one thing that I've always done, and I'm not always 100% on it, but I try to. I try not to give opinions on walkthroughs, so I'm happy to talk about like factual information. But in general, I just kind of keep my thoughts to myself on the walkthroughs because they're intended to be walkthroughs. I just want to help people or give them an entertaining experience, and whatever I think about it, I don't want that to color that person's experience, if you will. So I try to just stick to the facts when it comes to walkthroughs. I don't think it's really relevant in terms of a walkthrough whether I enjoyed it or not. Seriously though, I'm sorry this is happening to you, because I truly enjoy watching all your videos. I mean, it sucks, but it's been nice to get all the support this week, for sure. It's been more than I could have asked for, so I really appreciate all of it as I try to figure all this out. Get some woodland calisthenics going. Do pull-ups 200 feet in the air on a redwood branch. Oh, man. There's probably some weirdo around here that does something like that. I'm a human, Victoria. I don't always follow my own rules. Sometimes I just want to talk about a game. But I try not to. I try to be good. But I have definitely sinned. How about the exclusive new game streams? What are you talking about, Orange? Exclusive new game streams? What does that mean? Willing to bet the opinions also inadvertently hurt engagement for people who kind of blindly follow what you say is law, I imagine. I don't know about that, but I tend to have strong opinions. Especially when it comes to, like, combat. I actually don't, like... Combat's probably the one thing. I'm pretty laissez-faire with, like, everything else, but when it comes to combat, like, you better get that right for me. Oh, and bugs. Like, I just have no tolerance for like, really horrible bugs. I don't, like... The thing I can't stand with modern... I guess with, like, content creators in general is I feel like they make up stupid stuff to be mad about just to get engagement. Like, for example, I remember, like, when everybody was, you know, shitting on Cyberpunk when it came out, one of the big things, I don't know if it's big, but one of the things, like, people would bring up was, like, oh, there's no water that shoots up when you shoot your bullets into a lake or whatever. And it's like, okay, it's kind of weird, but do I actually care? No, I don't care at all. Like, I just want the game to work and be fun. Like, I don't care if there's no water droplets flying off the water when I shoot my gun at it or anything like that. Hold on, sorry, I feel like I missed some messages. If I missed your message, please just write it again. Oh, the ones where we watch trailers? We're still gonna do that. We'll still do that. There's still gonna be game votes. There's still all that for the Patreon benefits. How long would it take to finish your current games in a trophy-only format? I would finish so people aren't upset and then start... I don't know if I quite followed that whole sentence. It depends on the game, but I would imagine your average length game with this format, I could probably knock out most games in 2 weeks. The tab stream. I love that you called it the tab stream. If anyone doesn't know what he's talking about, I have tiers to my Patreon, and anyone at silver tier or above gets access to these special streams where we look at all the upcoming games for the month. And I have like 50 or 60 tabs open usually, and some of them some of the people who join go crazy by that. They don't like my tabs. You have an interesting question, but apparently YouTube chat disagrees because it immediately scrolled me down. I have an interesting question. The games which will now canceled, which one will you actually miss playing? I like Elden Ring. I have a love-hate relationship with Elden Ring. I really like aspects of it, and I really dislike other aspects of it. I like Black Myth Wukong in general. It has some issues with it as well, but in general, I really enjoy that game. Oh man, dude, I love Warhammer. Darktide is awesome. I have not played much of it, so I don't have like a super strong opinion on it, but what I've played so far was so fun. I really enjoyed that game. I really enjoyed Darktide. And strong opinions on popular games can drive away people who are there to enjoy the game. Yeah, that's part of it. Because I, on multiple occasions, have hated on games that a lot of people like. So I'll just keep it to myself. You gonna dip, Adam? Have a good one, man. Considering the RE4 streams, yeah, there's some pretty strong opinions sometimes. I hate that game. I hate everything about that game. Hey, Pragolf. Oh my god, you guys are typing away. Sorry, I gotta catch up again. I had caught up and now I'm behind again. I heard it's great for engagement. You gotta start shouting woke a lot. Oh boy. Yeah, politics, that's what I want to do. Jeez, we had some, like, over the years, we've had a lot of people that like to bring politics into the chat. I found out yesterday that Legend of Dragoon has trophies, or even Power World, maybe doing some classics in general. New games aren't all that anymore for 100%. Maybe anymore, maybe. I want you to succeed. Unless that is the focus of your channel, new games is where it's at. There's some people who absolutely are killing it by, like, being, like, a channel that, like, plays NES games or stuff like that, but that is not my channel. There are exceptions. There's been some that did, like, absurdly well that were older games that were confusing. Not confusing because they were good, but just like, why is this doing so well? Ghost of Tsushima was one of those. I got to that game late, did it as a stream, had fantastic turnouts at all the streams. FF10 definitely views, especially because you made clear you haven't played it. At the end of the day, I honestly believe people wouldn't unsubscribe if you made 100% of the games you want. It's not about people unsubscribing. It's about... Just to be clear, I don't care if I make videos that aren't popular. AKA, I like doing 100%. And sometimes doing 100% means doing a lot of videos that almost nobody's going to watch to finish said 100%. That doesn't bother me at all. I did that for years because I wanted to finish what I was working on. So I never cared about the views. I just did what I did, and the views came on some series and videos and they didn't come on others. I never cared. What changed is that YouTube cares. So I can't make those anymore because if I do, YouTube will punish me. And they will punish my entire channel. It's not just those videos. It's not like, oh, this video didn't do well, so we're not going to promote that video. It's, this video didn't do well, so we're not going to promote your entire channel. That's how they approach this now. I honestly don't care about realism in games. I care if the game functions and is fun to play. I'm mostly the same. I'm kind of bummed out when something is jank, but that's it. Like, it's like, oh, that'd be better if it wasn't like that, and then I move on. I must be so sad I'm not finishing RE4. Well, the vote's not up yet, so who knows? It could swap, but it's looking pretty decisive at the moment. But then again, all my polls and videos and whatever are only reaching a fraction of my audience. So I did my best to get the word out as much as I could. So hopefully it'll be a good sample of my community. What about current games where you don't have all the trophies? Will they be left unfinished forever? Sorry if you already answered. Yes, they would be if we do this. Okay, would you do interesting, unique side quests even if it's not for a trophy? Yes. But that is something that would be determined on a game-to-game basis. But yes. Yes, we would. I think she meant the games that are currently not finished. I'm not sure what you meant there without cause, but I might be crossing my wires. Oh, God, why does it keep scrolling down? Sorry, guys. Like, once again, if I miss your message, feel free to repost it. Speaking of tabs, I currently have 9 open of stuff I'm watching through right now. 5 of them are you. Oh, thank you. I was waiting for you to reach the Elden Ring DLC for me to look into it. Sorry, barely. Warhammer is not my type of game. You don't like it, man, yesterday? I really want you to play Dark Tide again. I really want to play Dark Tide again. I'm down weekly 8-hour of the KC. I'm down weekly 8-hour. Oh. Yeah. So here's the thing. So here's the thing. There was... I'm trying to remember. It was about a year ago. I had gone back to doing walkthroughs. And then they just straight up weren't working. They weren't getting promoted. Yada, yada, yada. The same old song and dance. And then... Or no. Hold on. Now I'm trying to remember. No, I was doing streams, I think, and it was having issues, weren't getting promoted. That's been a recurring theme. And I had made the assumption that most likely one of the issues, because so many people mention it, was when I, give myself a challenge or get stuck on a certain battle or whatever, that was probably hurting my engagement. So I just made that assumption. And then I told everyone, I'm going to try not to do that anymore. And then after I said that, coincidentally, I just been looking more into my analytics and stuff. And it turned out to be the exact opposite. So every time I get stuck on something for like hours and hours on end and I rage and whatever, that was always a good thing. Well, I shouldn't say always, but every time I looked at instances of that, it was either a good thing or neutral. So, take that how you will. People really enjoyed me suffering. And it was the same thing with, like, Kingdom Come. Like, I had pretty much decided I'm done with this game. And I'm just gonna hang out on this stream until the views go down. And they never did. So I just ended up keep going and going and going. So, people just really like me angry, apparently. Sergio, hey, really hope this works for you. You deserve it. Supporting you all the way. Thank you, Sergio. I know you all are talking as if this is happening for sure, and it's certainly looking like it. But I'm trying not to, like, jump to conclusions. There is an active vote going on. I thought you'd say Dynasty Warriors and Silent Hill. In terms of games I want to play again, I'm not super excited about playing Silent Hill more because I beat the game. I don't really feel like I mean, I'd like to see some of the other endings, but I'm not like super hyped for it. Just like, okay, yeah, that'd be cool at some point. Dynasty Warriors is fun, but it's kind of easy. And it definitely has not been popular on the channel, and I think that kind of speaks to the like people like me struggling thing. Because Dynasty, like, if you are of the belief that me not struggling is a good thing, then you should love Dynasty Warriors, because I've mostly been smashing that game, I think. Don't say you like Elden Ring too loud. Some of the chat might melt, and the other half might squeal with joy. What do you think about the Warhammer series coming out? I don't even know about it. I'm not up to date. Going to miss the Horizon Forbidden West brands. Brutal. Wait, you're canceling all your games and starting new. Yes, if this vote goes through, I will cancel all of the ongoing games and do walkthroughs, platinum walkthroughs, not 100%, for like as a new format, starting with Monster Hunter Wilds and doing essentially one game at a time, except for in cases of like grind stuff or DLCs that came out and overlapped other games, stuff like that. I need my 100% playthroughs, man. Come on. Talk to YouTube. Talk to YouTube. I didn't change. They changed. Yeah, I would finish what is go. Oh my god, you guys have been talking a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I'd finish what is going on in the new format, make a video explaining for people that don't see this and move on. I already made a video. It probably just wasn't recommended to you. The video's there. It explains it all, I think. And I mean, I could always elaborate if I missed something important. When would this start? When can we expect the first video? I need to start very, very soon if we're doing it. So it'd probably start tomorrow night. Well, you'll get my photos a month until you start making walkthroughs without cutscenes. I will never make, like, I don't know how that we would enter that reality, Shane, but I would not do it. I would stand against it. Skipping cutscenes. What a heathen activity. How do you guys in the chat leave a game unfinished and move on to other games so casually? I'm like too OCD about it. I can't seem to do it. I can't do it myself, nerd, unless I just hate that game. I just saw you randomly on my recommendation page, so I was wondering, who are you? I'm a walkthrough YouTube guy. Welcome. Glad you could make it. It's so weird who YouTube like recommends my stuff and who they don't. It's like, we won't recommend it to your subscribers, but someone you've never met. I'm glad you made it, though. I'm just confused by YouTube. What are your thoughts on the Days Gone remaster? I mean, my thoughts on most remasters is why? Why would they do this and why are people buying it? Is my thought on most of these remasters. So I would imagine if I looked at the Days Gone remaster, I would feel the same. Remakes, sure. Remasters, when the game already looks good, makes no sense to me. Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer was largely inspired from Warhammer games from yesteryears. Was it really? So comparing to the Platinum, what will be left out if you don't 100 a game? It depends on the game. On some games, the Platinum is 100. So it really depends. I can't really answer that. It's just whatever isn't necessary and isn't fun. Like, if something's not necessary but it's cool, we'll do it. But if it's like go like Assassin's Creed Origins, like go clear out every single fort. Like, if you don't have to do it, I won't do it. I'm actually pretty excited, really hoping the best. Yeah, I mean, if you like more games and you don't mind it not being 100%, like, this is absolutely going to be what you want. Could Warhammer be a Patreon fun stream? I would be too afraid. The only way I would consider that is on a completely different channel. I haven't even thought about... I won't have time, to be honest. Walkthroughs are a serious time commitment. Stop trying to tempt me with Warhammer. You know I want to play it. Without cause is like the little devil on my shoulder. Like, you shouldn't do this, but you should do this. Why not have weekends be casual streams with games like Rivals or Neo or whatever alongside? Because they do terrible. That's why. Streaming, so just to be clear, I've had fun streaming. It has helped the channel in the sense that it has helped the channel not die as quickly. But streaming, as currently constructed, if I don't find a new, if this vote goes bad and bad in terms of like people don't want me to do this, streaming does not help with what I have done thus far with streaming over the years. It is just slowing the decline, if you will. That is the content. Rage gaming. It does better than my other streams, but not... It's not where it's at for me. Some people. I don't like suffer streams. You people are sick. Sick! Wait, I think I already answered that, John, but I'm so far behind in the chat. Can you make a poll in chat to see where people in the stream votes stand? Oh, interesting. Yes, I can. What did you vote on? Stream, focus, or video focus? Oh, dude, am I really that far behind? Oh, wait. Sorry, this stupid chat thing. Okay, there we go. I found my spot. First time YouTube recommended your stream to me, and it's this one. I honestly think it's what I've been doing this week, though. Like, you all helped a lot. Like, I can't stress this enough. I was going to lose over half of my views overnight. And I'm only down like 25% instead. Like, that still sucks. It's horrible. But it was going to be catastrophic. The YouTube algorithm is set to raise my blood pressure. That it is. It's kind of easy. Yeah, it's Dynasty Warriors for you. The active vote's done. If this was a race, the other participant would have conceded already. The amount of votes is such a tiny fraction of my actual subscriber base. Will it still be a monthly game vote or less? More, most likely. What I was thinking of, I would change the vote structure on Patreon a little bit to be multi-choice. So then I would do whatever the top game is, and then potentially other games if it like lined up correctly based on like how many votes it got. But I don't know yet. I got to figure that out. But it'll still be a vote. Want to body you? They have a bunch of unfinished games in your trophy list. Can't you go through with this new, not 100% format? It'll definitely bother me, but what bothers me more is my channel being dead. So it's the lesser of two evils. A Hispanic ad just jump scared you. That's hilarious. Two years ago, when I used to search 100% walkthrough, your page was always on top. Now it's never there, despite you having 100%. Evidently, YouTube is against you. It would appear that way. I'll donate 10,000 a month if you start skipping all cutscenes. You don't have 10,000 a month, Setsuna. I'm calling your bluff. Hey, Sora. I personally don't really understand the need to cancel the current ongoing games. I feel like you should find changing to trophy only focus. No, it's not like people that watch would stop doing so. I think the part that you guys aren't grasping is that every single one of those series is bad for views. Every single one. And then add to that they're already deep into their series. So like even if you look at like part 1, it's bad. So if you look at part 20 or 30 or 50, whatever it is, then it's way worse. So like you start bad and then it's like just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. That's why I can't do them. The whole point of this approach is to make something that more people are likely to watch. That's why I can't continue those if we go forward with this. Just wondering what types of games you play, because I just seem like a nice person. I play all types of games. About the only games I don't play are sports games. Technically racing, although I have games with racing in them. But like racing only focus games. Strategy I'm terrible at. Which, well, I'm okay at strategy. It's RTS that I'm terrible at, but I'm also like iffy on strategy games. But pretty much everything else I think I play. PlayStation. Start a 4th channel. Insomnia Days is for Warhammer and Marvel Rivals. I mean, like, keep going. Sorry, you're not trying to tempt me with Warhammer. I just haven't found any other YouTuber that actually played the game like you. How much money could tempt a Patreon only stream? No, I will not be bribed. I like streams because of the interactivity, but videos are also nice because it's easier to consume. Hard to pick one. Really glad we could help. Dude, you guys saved my butt this week. Seriously. Like, I was legitimately about to just, I can't remember what day it was because all the days have blended together at this point. But I had talked to Blue, my wife. Her real name's not Blue. I had talked to her when this started and was like, I think it's over. Like, we were just gonna give up on it because like it already, my channel doesn't make a lot of money to begin with, and then you cut that in more than half, and YouTube usually sends you in one direction, so if your direction is down, you're probably going to keep going down. So yeah, we were like, I thought that was it this week, and we're not out of the woods yet, but we seem to at least have stopped the bleeding enough. Personally, really dislike walkthroughs and would miss hanging out on streams. It's nice to see your reactions to the games. There'll still be some of that, Adam, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it'll largely be gone. I have another crazy suggestion: a new channel called Sir Dies a Lot for behind the scenes of recorded walkthroughs where you die a lot. If it gets views, it will lead back to your actual walkthroughs. Dude, I am not ever making another channel. YouTube doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Am I still doing face cam for the streams? Sure. Yeah. But yeah. Like I said, there is zero reason that Sanity Sap should not be growing at an alarming pace, because it is so much better than this channel was at that same stage. which just shows you how YouTube has changed. Like, if I had these stats when I started, I would legitimately be at like 1 million subscribers. I wouldn't have ever dreamed of the stats that that channel gets because I didn't know what I was doing then. I had no idea what I was doing. I was winging it. I didn't know how to set up my microphone correctly. My videos were kind of messed up. I had this awful echo on my microphone that, yeah, it was just bad. I didn't know how to talk right. Everything about it was bad, and the stats were way worse. And this channel still grew like crazy. It's just a different YouTube. What if you just heavily edit live streams and post them as videos? Once again, there's so many things I could try, and I've tried a lot. And this is the thing that I, based on my experience, think has the best chance of working. Oh, I didn't end the poll. That's interesting. The people here are way more skewed towards streams, but that makes sense because you're at a stream. I think that's an important thing to remember too, is that the people that show up and chat are not necessarily indicative of my overall audience. They may want something very, very different. And you'll never know because they'll never be here. Speed run the games you want to cancel. I've never played Fortnite, although I almost did. Possible recommendation: unlist videos instead of deleting them. So you... Oh, I am absolutely not deleting videos. Ever, 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 ever again. I don't care if it has 1 view. It's never happening again. You're falling asleep, Arsenal? Alright, man. Get some good rest. Her name's not Blue? Is your name not Chinese? I have terrible news for you, Manny, yesterday. I have absolutely terrible news for you. I think you should research the games you're going to put up for vote to see how much you enjoy the game and time commitment for platinum. I mean, it depends on what you mean by research. I mean, most games is just a trailer, and we do look at the trailers. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as... I don't know any games out there that... I don't know any games out there that take a significant amount of time for platinum outside of grinds. And if a game's doing badly on the streams, it could potentially not get finished, but I'm less concerned about that because people would have seen the entirety of the main story, which is what a lot of people care about, which is why I'm doing the grindy stuff as streams, because if I put that in video format, they're not gonna watch. But if I stream that stuff and people show and they like we hang out and have a good time, then that will be fine. I like it when people do 100% walkthrough videos and only save streaming to muck about on stream. That way we don't have to worry about pointing things out and no one seeing the comment. Well, in this case, I'm gonna be an expert on these games. I mean, I guess there's technically situations where that could be true to a small degree. Like, for instance, like Silent Hill 2 has a bunch of different things, like different ways you can go through the game. And I don't know what those are, having played through the game once. But I don't think that would be an issue. So is Avatar over permanently? If this vote goes through as a yes, then yes, Avatar and everything else in progress is done. You're on recommendeds for me again, so that's something. I am so happy to hear that. You are not the only one saying that this week. Maybe you have more competitors now, so that's why Sanity Sap is not getting promoted. No, because that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because if your competitors are taking views from you, you would see that. You would see that in terms of YouTube is reaching out with an impression and less people are clicking it because they got what they wanted somewhere else. Maybe time to go to Twitch. You shut your mouth, General. And I don't like. I have major issues with Twitch to begin with, but I also just don't like the business model. I don't want to be having these conversations. I don't want to ever ask you all for money or financial support in any way, or even to just come and watch. Like, I just want to make the stuff, and if you like it, watch it. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. And I just want it to be that. I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like I'm begging people for anything. I notice YouTube is pushing channels that are more new, and I'm seeing less and less older channels being promoted. I have seen some weirdness where YouTube like randomly will recommend some like streamer I've never heard of with like literally 1 view. But I don't think those people are getting consistently promoted, so I think they're just like picking small channels at random to throw in front of you from time to time. But I would assume that they're not like getting that treatment all the time. Hey Shiny, even in stream I get bored when you read each item story? Well, you're gonna love this then. You should be very excited. I started watching streams because of me, or because of you. You'll rid me of this curse too. You said you missed The Last of Us Part 1 on Twitch. Man, that was 9 years ago. Or just about. My channel turns 9 on April 1st. Honestly, sorry. I like your demeanor, and I also check to see if you have streams for the game I want to watch, but I watch streamers more for the game or especially the difficulty level. I love that you play on the hardest level. Well, that's not changing. But if you're not into videos, then that's a bummer. I like your vids and commentary, but it's like you have to be a low-skilled gamer girl channel nowadays to please the YouTube algorithm overlords lately. I don't know about that, but there's things are weird. Okay, this is the first stream I've been in where people aren't fighting. I have an amazing community. I have been minus I have some like next level haters, man. I don't know what I did to these people, but they want me to burn in hell. It's like, dude, I just make walkthroughs. Like, why are you so angry at me? But man, there are some people that want me to just suffer. They told me as much. But in general, everyone here is cool, and we kick out the ones who aren't, or we chase them off. So if you start anew, will you delete the playlists that are present or keep them? I don't know why people think I'm deleting anything after what happened this week. But no, everything's going to be there. The ones that are in progress just aren't going to get finished. And then they might get put as like member watch only, potentially. I haven't decided. Just so I don't get traffic to those things that are not going to get finished, because that's super rude. I don't want to do that to people. And I feel like I've been doing that to people for at least a year. I've been considering for a while now not to label my streams as 100% because I've been unsure with a lot of these. Like, can I even finish these? Because if it's low views and I do another episode, I'm just gonna hurt myself. So I can't do it. So like a question I get a lot from people is like, "Whoa, why are you only streaming once or twice this week?" It's like, because I have to, or I will literally hurt my channel, and they will stop promoting all of my old stuff, which is where I get all my views and how I'm able to keep this going. Was AC Shadows on a Patreon poll? Yep, it won the latest poll. Barely, I know, but I got too repetitive and streams dragged on too long in vids. If I was interested, I just paused. Yeah, that's fair. That's the tough part, is like a lot of people liked exactly what I did. And they felt like I was the only place where I could get that. So they wanted me to do that, even though it was no longer good. I watch 99% of your content after you stream it because I work nights. The White Wolf! Oh my god, dude, you're being so generous tonight. Thank you. Much love, Lasser. You're one of the good ones. YouTube, keep your chin up, mate. I appreciate that, man. Which game did you hate, Miss Chin? I feel like streams gain more attention and more people watch your long-term videos and personality. I like gaming videos than just normal videos. Actually, my streams have almost always gotten significantly less views than my videos. The one exception, the king, is GTA Online. I don't know what it is about GTA Online. People love it. They love it. Years ago, I was looking for a no commentary 100% walkthrough of God of War, and I clicked on all the shinies and almost clicked immediately off when heard commentary. He heard my voice. He's like, I need to leave. I need to be anywhere but here. YouTube needs to stop promoting big gamers like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Time for the little guy to get their time. I wouldn't exactly call myself a little guy. I get little guy views. But 117,000 subscribers is legit. I never thought I'd have this many. And I never thought I would have any problems like this if I had this many. Like, I don't think you guys realize this. I'll try to put it in perspective. I got half of the views I currently get with like 1/10 of the videos. Not even 1/10, probably 1/15 or 1/20th. When I had like 10,000 subscribers. So I'm literally like 12 times bigger in terms of subscriber count. And I make... Well, no, actually when I had... No, I'm even less than that. Yeah, because I was looking at it the other day. When I had 5,000 subscribers, I had half of the views I have now. With like a fraction of the videos. So, I hope that puts it in perspective. The day I was freaking out... all right, let me put it another way. The day I did that 12-hour stream for Marvel Rivals, that day, even with that 12-hour stream, was the worst day this channel had in 8 years. And if I had not done that stream, and if the analytics had kept going the way they were going, it would have been my worst stream, or my worst day since I had like 1,000 subscribers. Or like 2,000 or something. It was horrific. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some perspective of like where I'm at compared to where I was. I really like the idea of having walkthroughs for the main stuff and streams for the grindy stuff. Well, good. That's awesome. I'm glad you like that idea. April 2nd. No, I made the channel on the 1st, but apparently I didn't make my first video until the 2nd. You are correct. Man's channel is slightly older than my marriage. Really? I think I've been following you for nearly that long. I first started following you Horizon Zero Dawn first came out. Yeah, that was like 2018, right? I started in 2016. I love Twitch, but let's not forget they take half of any money that the streamer makes through their platform. Yeah, Twitch is highway robbery. I mean, to be fair, YouTube does that too, but YouTube YouTube just generates a lot more ad revenue, and they aren't scummy in terms of becoming a partner on their platform. Don't get me started on Twitch. I won't stop. They screwed me really bad a long time ago, and I will never forgive them. I just want God of War Ragnarok walkthrough again. Well, maybe I can give you the next God of War walkthrough. I'd at least like it if you kept the unfinished series up instead of privating them. Well, you are a member, so by private, that's what I meant. I'm not going to take them down. I am either going to mark them as incomplete, so everyone knows, or I will make them members only. Those are the two options that I will take. Did you or do you play Warzone or Call of Duty? I have not played either. Well, I mean, I played Call of Duties personally a long time ago, but nothing recent. Games are too long. Games are too long for 100%. But I feel games are pretty good lengths when you just focus on the main story. God, chat, stop scrolling me down. Would you put discontinued on the playlist title just so it's easy to see which one you finished? I mean, I might do that anyway. That's a good idea, regardless of what I do. Rachel, good night. So why isn't GTA Online immune from this change? It's 100 and something parts long, and now it's just like about any other game. It's still more popular than those games, but you're not getting 120 parts into anything without almost all of those people dropping off. But the first part of GTA Online, I can't remember. It has like 1.1 million views or some stupid number like that. You are an incredible streamer. Whenever I'd be on for a stream, I'd brag to my girl like you know me personally. After secretly typing in chat, she'd go nuts hearing you say hi to me on stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Your channel is one of the best out there. You're the only gamer I support on Patreon. Thank you so much, Banshee. How's my day been going? I mean, it's been stressful. It's been a stressful week. But I'm doing better today than I have been in the last few days. Maybe because you changed the channel, you got some inactive subscribers. I don't think that's what happened. When I actually switched to streaming, it went pretty well for a while. It's what happened, and it's not just me. Like I always use him as an example. I feel bad. I don't even know the guy. I always use Tetra Ninja as an example. That dude changed nothing. He did the same thing he's always done. And he lost like 90% of his views. It looks like. The dude's been like utterly destroyed. I don't even think he's doing his channel anymore. He like seems to do it and then stops and then tries again and once again gets no views whatsoever. And that's a dude with 2 million subs. So a guy with 2 million subs got destroyed way worse than I did. And he changed absolutely nothing. He was doing the same thing he'd always done that got him like millions and millions of views. So I don't think it had anything to do with me. I think it had to do with how my theory is that he is similar to me and that he covered a lot of games that weren't popular and just finished them anyway to finish them. And now that's hurting him. How am I tilting my walkthrough now? I'm not sure what you mean. Barely. So will second place games still be played on No. No, Sanity Sap will go away if this is a yes vote. Hey, Ace. Good to see you, man. How did I fall behind again? Oh, I'm almost caught up. I doubt that's the case, but I heard that YouTube sometimes blacklists video streams by mistake, thinking they're mature content when they're not. Well, I do have mature content, but that's never been an issue. They're flagged. I got in trouble once for not flagging one, but they were super cool about it. They had you can get strikes on your channel, and then if you get 3 strikes, you're just straight up banned forever. Like your channel gets deleted. And at one point, I was playing LA Noire, and during the investigations in that game, they like to have dead women with their boobs out. And I totally forgot to mark that one as mature. And then I got a strike on my channel because of that. And I talked to them, and they were cool, and they took the strike away. That was years and years ago. What's going on? I'm sure somebody probably will explain it to you. Ace, I'm turning into a broken record at this point with people coming in without realizing what's happening. Lots of rumors saying next God of War is a prequel, which I'm not wild about. A prequel, huh? I thought they already had God of Wars that were prequels. I'm not super huge into God of War. I just know the latest 2 games, really. You really like the streams and hanging out with everyone? Well, there will still be streams, Ace. They just won't be as, well, I don't even know. I don't know how common they're going to be. I really don't, because it depends on the games. I can tell you for a fact there's going to be a lot of crown hunting on Monster Hunter. As long as, you know, those streams aren't hurting the channel. Sorry to jump in, but does that mean Witcher 3 won't be finished? Was going to use that playlist once I got to it. It's technically finished if you don't care about 100% or like the very last trophies. It's like 99.9% finished, if that makes sense. Like I'm literally at the final ending for the DLC, and then I just needed some like whatever trophies. I used to love Tetra Ninja. Did he, you said used to, did he like change in some way that you don't like, or you just meant you used to watch him a lot and you don't anymore? I thought God of War was supposed to be about Atreus getting napped by the Egyptian pantheon, thus pushing it in that direction. I would imagine that's just a bunch of theories by people. I keep seeing people that had no idea you were streaming in the comments of new videos. Oh, I know, barely. I know. Oh, I know. Am I lagging? Nah, that must be you. My connection's good. I'm almost caught up. Tetra has stepped away due to mental health. I don't know if that's still the reason he stopped, but that has been his reason previously. I mean, I'm not gonna doubt whatever he said. All I can tell you for sure is that if you look at his channel and the views he was getting on his videos, he got crushed by whatever YouTube changed. And honestly, his mental health issues might be the fact that this thing that he worked so hard on for so many years got utterly destroyed. I don't know the guy. I've never talked to him. I'm just going off what I can plainly see by looking at his videos. I mean that you can't name them 100% walkthrough anymore, and naming them like Insanity Sap will make them seem like you are not doing all trophies platinum. Well, I'm probably gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna name them yet, but I'm probably going to name them platinum walkthroughs. And what do you mean I'm not doing all trophies on platinum? You seem okay, you're confused barely. I am doing all the trophies in platinum. Oh no, never mind. I just can't read. Sorry, I haven't had much sleep this week. Reading and comprehending are not my strong suits at the moment. Oh, you just stopped watching? Not sure why. Probably because he stopped getting recommended to you. Maybe. Wait, does that mean Marvel Rivals is canceled? Peak Jeff gameplay is gone? I mean, was Marvel Rivals just for fun? I was never even considering doing that as like 100% or anything. And besides, people only showed up for Rivals because of my desperation. I did the Rivals stream yesterday. I didn't do like, it was like a normal stream. How long do you stream for? Well, tonight I'm just going until like the conversation dies, basically. Although I did tell Blue I wouldn't go too long, and I just realized I've been going for an hour and 43 minutes, so holy crap. How did that happen? Losing your streams would be a hard blow. I knew a guy who made story videos, thought of quitting when it wasn't profitable. His wife got him to create a donations account. His community supports him. My community totally supports me through Patreon and memberships and all of that. The issue is I'm not trying to do this I'm not trying to do this as a full-time job, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not working right now, and I haven't for 6 months, so that's really sucked. But this pays like minimum wage. Like, it pays less than minimum wage. So it's just not. I never had any interest in doing YouTube full time because I always knew that something like this could happen. I didn't think it would happen in this way, but I always knew it was a possibility. So I never had an interest in doing this full time because it's just a house of cards. It's got a foundation of what's the term? Foundation of sand or whatever. Like, it could just melt away at any point. So yeah, I've never had an interest in doing this full time, and I don't think it ever would come close to my real job. Like, if I blew up and became like a Markiplier or something, then sure. At that point, you're making so much money, you'd be stupid not to do it full time. 1 year of work and you're set for life, but I've never seen that as a possibility that was like really real. Maybe you can bring back those casual streams every once in a while. Yeah, if I wanted to kill the channel. I'm trying to not be a broken record. How can I best put this? Well, I've already said it. Like, all my streams, minus like a few examples, do badly. when you look at it in the context of my subscriber count and the history of the channel. So doing any stream is just bad right now. And my hope is that I could still stream in the future, given the new strategy I'm talking about. But they would be fewer and far between, and when they happen, they would get more viewers. I started watching your channel way back when you first started God of War. Since then, I played the same games you would play and followed along with your videos religiously. That's awesome, David. I dropped off when they became streams, so would love to see the 100% walkthroughs become the primary focus again. Well, just to be clear, they wouldn't be 100%, but they would be platinum. I'd like to point out you have an ability to keep your head incredibly still. Like, I thought you were frozen until I saw your eyes moving. Dude, that's what I was talking about. I made that video earlier, and I look like a serial killer. I'm like, oh my god. I barely blinked. I barely moved. I barely emoted. I was like looking into the soul of the camera. Post that on your resume. You can keep head still like an OG. I think calling them 100% still works, since most people think 100% means platinum trophy and it could be more clickable. Would have to test that theory though. I've been thinking about that, Pants. By the way, this guy, I get advice for YouTube all the time, right? So many people think they're an expert, or they're just being nice. A lot of them think they're experts. And they tell me, like, do this, do that, whatever. And Pants sends me a message and is giving me some advice, and I'm kind of like, all right, whatever. And but you know, I always kind of like do my research, if you will. He's like, I started a channel, it's going pretty well. I click his channel, dude is absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. So congrats to you, Pants. I don't know why you don't do it more, man. I don't know why you don't do it more. Like, when I looked, you had barely touched your channel. I don't know if you're busy or what, but I feel like you've got the secret sauce, man. You're the only person that's reached out to me at any point that has any sort of YouTube following where I'm like, all right, I gotta listen to Pants. Pants knows what he's talking about. I can't do YouTube full time. He doesn't want to get gamer dent. I actually know what that is. I don't know why I know what that is, but that's that. It's the dent that people were trying to say comes from your headphones, but it's temporary, and it was freaking some people out. I think after God of War, Darksider 3 was the second walkthrough I watched on this channel. What about a different platform like Kick? Dude, if you guys think I'm going to restart on a different platform, you're crazy. And not only that, but that's a streaming platform. Like, the streams aren't working so great. I think for me, platinum is 100%. Yeah, but yeah, anyways, I've been thinking about that of still calling them 100%. Cause like it's so flimsy. Like, so many people call their, like, I think Radbrad does this. I think he calls his stuff walkthroughs, but they're blind, but or rather they pretend to be blind. I almost can guarantee you he's not blind. But regardless, like, whatever he's doing, he calls them walkthroughs, and they feel like Let's Plays to me. And I've seen other people do that too. They're like, oh yeah, walkthrough. And then people think my Let's Plays are walkthroughs, so I don't know. I don't know if it matters. I might call them 100% still. We'll see. Okay, so when you say streams are bad, does that mean you lose subscribers and viewers when you're streaming? Viewers, yes. Streams get bad views. YouTube algorithm doesn't like bad views. Therefore, does not promote the rest of your channel's videos as much. You're in college? I mean, Pants, man. you might want to consider. I mean, this platform's flimsy as I have clearly demonstrated, but I don't know, man. You might want to take it slightly more seriously, but a college is also, significantly more stable. You'll always have that degree. Avika will be sad I won't finish Lego. I mean, I did finish the main story. That's something. I mean, we're basically done. Lego only has just pointless grinding left, to be honest. I'm in the last year of college, to be specific, so I have been working on videos on my after. Oh, that's cool. Pants! Feel free to promote, dude. And not that, well, you don't need my help. Aren't you, like, ahead of me? But feel free. I'm promoting you right now. Pants is an awesome dude. I haven't watched Darksiders yet, but I'm getting there. What if I was actually blind playing the game? Fantastic PR. I'll blindfold myself and Blue can tell me what to press. I can understand the bad views thing because unless you're about 4-hour videos, I don't think lots of people click on them. Oh, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. And I do stream for 3 to 4 hours usually. I love Brad, but I doubt he's playing blind through. I can pretty much guarantee you he's not playing blind through the games. There's so many people that pretend they are. My channel blew up halfway through my degree. More of a promise to my parents than a want. Well, that sucks, man. I'm really sorry YouTube algorithm hasn't been good to you, but yeah, it's draining investing too much into something when it doesn't work or when your heart is no longer in it. I promoted you. You kind of started my want to do YouTube and desire to make content. Started in GTA 5. That's awesome, man. I'm glad it's working out for you. Oh? I've watched enough Brad to assure you it's most likely blind? Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. Not to be too negative or anything, but there is a chance that the walkthroughs at the beginning phase won't perform very well. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But I left the choice up to you all. Once again, like, we're talking as if it's a done deal. Like, the vote is ongoing. I say mix the platinum or 100% tags for sure. I mean, my experience so far with the tags, Pants, is that they don't mean anything. We've tried so many different tags, especially recently. Zero difference. In fact, if you look at some channels, they literally don't use tags. Some of the big channels. Will you give the channel time to really see how it is doing? Like, not stop or anything after a few weeks? Oh yeah, no, I mean, I am committed to doing it. I mean, obviously, if it's like horrendous, I mean, I don't know what the threshold would be, but if we were like 2 months in and everything just went horribly, then I would have to reconsider. I don't think that would happen. But I don't know. Based on what's happened this week. I don't know what this week is going to do to my channel. When will the vote end? I don't know. Tomorrow sometime. I didn't put a date on it. I don't even know if I can put a date on a YouTube poll. I don't think I can. Oh, and the title, not tags. Gotcha. I remember watching the Final Fantasy walkthrough from you. I remember saying, this is a very helpful channel for me as I love to beat games 100%. So seeing this happen to you really sucks. Hope for the best. Thank you, TRW. I appreciate that, man. I think I clicked one of his vids to hear the voice, and I agree. Sounds nothing. Oh yeah, I had a bunch of people over the years tell me that I sounded like Rad Brad, and I was always confused. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave in 4 minutes. I told my wife I wouldn't go too long on this, and I finally caught up on chat. From my experience when I first blew up, I made a very clickable video that would get a lot of clicks. Literally took 3 months to start getting 1,000+ views, and then blew up from there. Yeah, well, when did you do this, Pants? Because I think that will be very telling. When did you start your channel? Prove you're wearing pants before you go? I am not wearing pants. I'm in pajamas. A year ago? Freaking Pants. I'm gonna look at his channel again. I'm gonna, like... Pants has so thoroughly outclassed me. Dude, this guy... I mean, I'm happy for you, Pants, but I'm also angry at you. This guy, in 121 videos, in a year, has the same amount of subscribers as me. Like, I've been so thoroughly backhanded. I'm at 9 years in, like, I don't even know how many videos. Let me see. I'm at 9 years and 6,200 videos. Like, I've been so destroyed. And here's the worst part. I inspired him. He started out like, man, I hope I could be like this guy someday. Not realizing that, like, 12 months later, he would eclipse me and shatter me. I'm not gonna lie, Pants, I didn't actually watch any of your videos. But, I mean, good for you, dude. I'm super happy for you. But it also chafes a little bit. It hurts, man. It hurts. I wouldn't, like, the reason I really, really care is I'm freaking unemployed, dude. Like, this is how I make my money now for, like, until I can get a job. So, like, if I was, like, if this had happened and I was still employed, I'd be like, oh, whatever, that's cool. But considering, like, I could really use that kind of money right now, sucks. It totally sucks. But good for you, dude. That's awesome. All right. Anyways, don't subscribe to Pants. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He thinks he's better than me, and he is. Maybe make some shorts to drive in viewers. Dude, I tried that on Sanity Sap. Got some decent views on my short. Even had the developers of that game retweet or whatever, reshort, whatever it's called on YouTube. And it resulted in exactly 0 impact on the video views for that channel. Literally 0. How the hell is Pants so famous now? 'Cause he's better than me. It's very clear. He's not only wearing pants, they're towering. Okay. I'm getting out of here. Hopefully I answered you guys' questions. It was cool hanging out, at least. I've never done anything like this before. I've done a bunch of new stuff I've never done before this week. I wish it wasn't under such circumstances, but it is what it is. If you have any questions, though, I will always reply. I mean, could I just be you? That'd be cool. No, I mean, I don't want to like. I'm doing fine, guys. This situation sucks, but like in life, I'm doing fine, even though I've been unemployed for a long time. I've uh I've taken care of my money well. I've had a high paying career. I was not doing well when I started my channel. I was doing quite terribly when I started my channel, but over the last 7 years prior to becoming unemployed, I did very well. And then I had my channel as well on top of that. So, you know, things suck right now, but I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression. I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. I am trying to save my channel, but things are cool. So, anyways, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks all for coming. Thanks for the support. Oh, and just one final thing. If I wouldn't normally ask this, but if this vote goes through and we do this walkthrough thing, I could really, like, even if you watched it on Sanity Sap or whatever, it'd really help to get an infusion of views on those videos. So if you have any interest in Monster Hunter at all, and we end up covering it on this channel, could really use the views. So, anyways, just wanted to throw that in at the end. All right, I'm out of here. You all have an awesome, I was going to say weekend, but it's pretty much over. You all have an awesome week, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. See ya.